The powerful brain story. The human brain has about 86 billion neurons, connected by trillions of synapses. These connections form our memory, emotions, thoughts, and consciousness, like a vast internet network inside your head. The brain is divided into three main parts. The forebrain controls thinking and emotions. The midbrain processes sensations, and the hindbrain regulates heartbeat, breathing, and automatic movements. The frontal lobe is the center of decision-making, planning, and creativity. It helps us control our emotions and behavior. The key difference between humans and other animals. The hippocampus stores long-term memory and spatial navigation. Damage to this area can cause loss of new memories, a hallmark of Alzheimer's disease. The cerebellum, though only 10% of the brain's weight, contains over 50% of all neurons. It helps with balance, coordination, and even the ability to learn new motor skills. The brain runs on electricity. Each neuron sends signals at about 0.07 volts. When millions fire together, they generate brain waves that reflect states like alertness, dreaming, or deep sleep. Gray matter contains neuron bodies, while white matter carries the communication fibers. The efficiency of these connections determines how fast you process and learn information. Though the brain makes up only 2% of body weight, it uses 20% of total energy. It constantly needs glucose and oxygen. Just a few minutes without them can cause neuron death. The limbic system governs emotions, motivation, and memory. When you feel love, anger, or fear, this region becomes active, deeply influencing your rational decisions. The cerebral cortex is a thin outer layer, only 2 to 4 millimeters thick but containing billions of neurons. It's where high-level thinking, language, creativity, and abstract reasoning happen. Each hemisphere of the brain has its role. The left handles logic, language, and analysis. The right deals with emotion, creativity, and music. They work together through the corpus callosum. The brain changes throughout life thanks to neuroplasticity, the ability to form and reorganize connections. Learning, practice, and new experiences can reshape your brain at any age. Neurotransmitters like dopamine, serotonin, and acetylcholine carry messages between neurons. They influence your mood, motivation, and memory. Sleep is when the brain cleans house. The glymphatic system becomes active, flushing out toxins like beta-amyloid, a key factor in neurodegenerative diseases. When you learn something new, the brain forms new synapses. Repetition strengthens them. That's why practice makes permanent. Not just skill, but brain structure itself. Strong emotions activate the amygdala, making emotional memories last longer. That's why we vividly remember joyful or painful moments in life. Chronic high levels of the stress hormone cortisol shrink the hippocampus, weakening memory and focus. Reducing stress helps protect brain cells from damage. When you're focused, beta waves, 14 to 30 hertz, dominate. During relaxation, alpha waves, 8 to 13 hertz, rise. And in deep meditation or creativity, theta waves, 4 to 7 hertz, take over. The brain has no pain receptors. During brain surgery, doctors can operate while patients are awake, allowing scientists to map which areas control specific functions. When you imagine an action, the motor cortex activates almost like when you perform it. This is the foundation of visualization training, used by athletes and creators worldwide. Regular aerobic exercise boosts blood flow and oxygen to the brain, stimulating the growth of new neurons in the hippocampus. Studies show that just 30 minutes a day improves memory, focus, and mood. Sleep deprivation impairs decision-making, slows reaction time, and reduces creativity. The brain needs 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night to consolidate memory and remove waste proteins. Chronic stress floods the brain with cortisol, shrinking the hippocampus and weakening attention and emotional control. Practicing deep breathing, mindfulness, or nature walks helps lower cortisol naturally. Reading regularly increases neural connectivity, empathy, and language comprehension. MR scans reveal that reading strengthens the same brain regions used in imagination and perspective taking. Junk food high in sugar and trans fats reduces neuroplasticity and increases inflammation in brain cells. Choose omega-3s, nuts, fruits, and vegetables. The real fuel for mental clarity. Hydration matters. The brain is about 75% water, and even mild dehydration, 1 to 2%, can impair concentration, memory, and mood. Drink water throughout the day to keep neurons firing efficiently. Social isolation reduces gray matter in emotional and learning regions. Building meaningful connections protects against cognitive decline and even lowers dementia risk. Multitasking overloads working memory and weakens focus. Neuroscientists confirm the brain can truly focus on only one task at a time. Deep work builds stronger attention networks. Listening to music you love increases dopamine release and enhances learning. Rhythmic patterns can synchronize brain activity, improving memory retention and emotional regulation. Excessive screen time overstimulates dopamine pathways, leading to mental fatigue and reduced attention span. A digital detox, even for a few hours, restores focus and creativity. Practicing gratitude daily rewires neural circuits linked to positivity and emotional balance. Studies using fMRI show increased activity in the prefrontal cortex, the region of happiness and empathy. Learning new skills, like a language or musical instrument, builds cognitive reserve. It strengthens neural networks, delaying age-related decline and keeping the brain flexible. Smoking restricts blood flow to the brain and accelerates neuron loss. Quitting can restore circulation and improve cognitive performance within weeks. Alcohol abuse damages white matter and disrupts neurotransmitters. Moderate intake, or none, protects brain health and supports emotional stability. Positive thinking activates reward pathways, releasing serotonin and dopamine. Optimists show better memory, faster recovery from stress, and greater mental resilience. Nature exposure lowers brain inflammation and boosts creativity. Even 20 minutes in green spaces improves focus and reduces mental fatigue. Caffeine in moderation sharpens alertness and memory by blocking adenosine, a sleep-inducing chemical. Too much, however, increases anxiety and disrupts sleep cycles. Laughter releases endorphins and oxygenates the brain. Laughter therapy is proven to reduce stress hormones and enhance social bonding, a natural brain booster. Music or movement synchronization, such as dancing, activates both hemispheres of the brain. It enhances coordination, rhythm, and emotional expression, blending body and mind in harmony. Challenge your brain with puzzles, memory games, or logic tasks. These stimulate neuroplasticity, increase synaptic connections, and enhance problem-solving skills. A 15-minute daily challenge can keep your mind sharp. Spaced repetition improves long-term memory. Reviewing new material at increasing intervals strengthens synapses in the hippocampus, making recall faster and more reliable. Visualization techniques activate motor and sensory areas in the brain. Athletes and performers who mentally rehearse movements often improve performance almost as much as physical practice. Learning a new language increases gray matter density and strengthens neural networks. Bilingual brains show delayed cognitive decline and improved executive function. Mind mapping stimulates creativity and memory by engaging both hemispheres. Structuring ideas visually improves problem solving and makes complex information easier to retain. Interleave practice, mixing different skills or topics, enhances learning. The brain adapts to varying patterns, forming more flexible, transferable neural connections. Writing by hand boosts memory retention compared to typing. Handwriting activates motor, visual, and cognitive areas simultaneously, reinforcing information in multiple brain circuits. Cognitive breaks during work prevent mental fatigue. Short walks or meditation sessions reset attention networks, improving learning efficiency and creativity. Learning through teaching strengthens understanding and memory. Explaining concepts engages multiple brain regions and enhances synaptic consolidation. Physical exercise combined with mental tasks, like dancing or martial arts, improves coordination and stimulates the prefrontal cortex, enhancing executive function and cognitive flexibility. Mind-body practices such as yoga or Tai Chi reduce stress hormones, improve focus, and enhance gray matter density in areas related to attention and emotional regulation. Exposure to novelty, new places, people, or experiences stimulates dopamine release, enhancing motivation, learning, and long-term memory formation. Journaling supports emotional processing and cognitive clarity. Writing about experiences activates prefrontal networks and strengthens memory of events and lessons learned. Dual task exercises like balancing while solving problems engage multiple brain systems simultaneously, improving multitasking ability and neural integration. Sleep before learning consolidates memory. REM sleep strengthens emotional memories, while slow-wave sleep solidifies declarative knowledge, both crucial for skill mastery. Neurofeedback and brain training apps can enhance focus and working memory. Real-time feedback strengthens attention networks and improves self-regulation. Setting challenging but achievable goals increases dopamine and motivation, enhancing learning and persistence. The brain responds to measurable progress more strongly than abstract intentions. Adaptive learning, adjusting difficulty based on performance, strengthens neural circuits efficiently. Tasks too easy fail to stimulate growth. Too hard causes frustration and disengagement. Music training, such as playing an instrument, develops auditory, motor, and executive networks. Musicians often exhibit stronger memory, attention, and multitasking abilities. Active reading, summarizing, and questioning material engages multiple brain regions. It improves comprehension, retention, and critical thinking skills far more than passive reading. The subconscious mind processes vast information below awareness. Visualization, affirmations, and habit cues can shape subconscious patterns, influencing decisions, behavior, and emotional responses. Emotional awareness strengthens prefrontal regulation of the amygdala. Naming and reflecting on feelings improves self-control, empathy, and decision-making. Gratitude practice activates reward and prefrontal circuits, enhancing positive emotion and resilience. Daily reflection on blessings rewires the brain for long-term happiness. Mindfulness enhances metacognition, awareness of your thoughts. This reduces automatic reactions, strengthens focus, and fosters emotional balance. Positive self-talk engages the brain's motivational circuits. Framing challenges as opportunities enhances learning, performance, and the ability to cope with stress. Visualization of goals stimulates the same neural pathways as performing the action. Mental rehearsal improves skill acquisition, confidence, and creativity. Delayed gratification strengthens the prefrontal cortex. Practicing patience reduces impulsivity, improves decision-making, and supports long-term achievement. Emotional regulation training, like controlled breathing or cognitive reframing, protects neurons from stress-induced damage and enhances resilience in high-pressure situations. Reflective thinking and journaling reinforce neural circuits associated with learning and problem-solving. Examining past decisions helps the brain integrate experience and improve future choices. Peace begins when the brain accepts imperfection. Life will never be flawless, but your perspective can always be free. Habits form in basal ganglia circuits through repeated practice. Small, consistent actions become automatic over time. Start with tiny routines, 5 minutes of practice a day, and the brain will gradually convert effort into effortless habit. The habit loop, cue, routine, reward, helps build lasting behavior. Identify your cue, make the routine tiny, and choose a meaningful reward. Repetition strengthens the neural pathway until the behavior runs without conscious effort. Neuroplasticity means the brain reorganizes with experience. Learning new skills forms and prunes synapses. The more you practice, the more efficient the circuits become. Embrace deliberate, spaced practice to shape lasting change. Dopamine drives motivation and learning by signaling prediction errors. Unexpected rewards boost learning. Celebrate real progress, not perfection. Small, surprising wins help your brain encode new habits more strongly. Consistency beats intensity for habit formation. Short daily sessions create steady synaptic changes, while erratic bursts produce weaker consolidation. Build daily micro-habits that accumulate into meaningful skill and character over months. Context shapes behavior. Doing the same action in the same place/time creates environmental cues that trigger habits automatically. Design your space and schedule to make good habits the default choice. Pair a new habit with an existing one. Habit stacking leverages established circuits to bootstrap new routines. For example, meditate 2 minutes after brushing teeth to harness a strong daily cue. Goal setting works best when paired with implementation intentions. Define when, where, and how you'll act. The brain reduces decision fatigue when plans are concrete, increasing follow-through and habit consolidation. Repetition plus variability enhances mastery. Practice a skill in slightly different contexts to build robust networks that generalize beyond a single situation. The brain learns patterns more flexibly this way. Rest is part of practice. Sleep consolidates procedural and declarative learning. Without sufficient sleep, repetition yields poor long-term retention. Prioritize rest as essential to habit growth. Physical exercise supports learning by increasing blood flow and neurotrophic factors like BDNF, which promotes synaptic growth. Combine movement with practice days to accelerate skill acquisition and cognitive resilience. Small rewards after practice boost reinforcement, but avoid addictive loops. Use healthy, meaningful rewards, a short walk, a call to a friend, that signal progress and keep dopamine-driven learning aligned with your values. Tracking progress externalizes memory. Journals and simple logs help your brain see patterns and sustain momentum. Visual evidence of consistency is a powerful psychological and neural reinforcer. Failure is feedback, not identity. When something goes wrong, analyze the cue routine reward chain, adjust the routine, and try again. The brain rewires through corrective practice, not punishment. Automate decisions to save willpower. Reduce trivial choices, clothes, meals, practice time, so your prefrontal cortex can conserve energy for learning and creativity. Less friction, more habit momentum. Social accountability strengthens habits. The brain responds to social rewards. Practicing with a partner or reporting progress publicly increases adherence and activates social reinforcement circuits. Make habits attractive by linking them to intrinsic values. When a routine aligns with your identity, I am a learner, neural commitment deepens and maintenance becomes easier. Identity shapes long-term plasticity. Periodically review and refresh goals. The brain benefits from updated challenges. Plateaued practice yields less plasticity, while well-calibrated difficulty reignites growth and dopamine-mediated learning. Compound small improvements. A 1% daily gain stacks into enormous change. Habits are the brain's currency of transformation. Invest intentionally, practice patiently, and let biology do the rest. Visualizing your goals activates the same neural circuits as performing the actions. When combined with clarity of intention, this bridges conscious effort and subconscious motivation, enhancing skill acquisition and confidence. The prefrontal cortex governs planning and self-control. Strengthen it through reflection, journaling, and meditation. It is the CEO of your brain, steering decisions toward long-term success. Your mindset rewires your brain. Growth-oriented thinking stimulates neuroplasticity, while fixed mindsets reinforce limitation. Believing you can improve literally changes neural pathways over time. Emotional intelligence is key to leadership. The brain's limbic system can be trained to recognize, regulate, and empathize. Mastery over emotions improves relationships, influence, and social cohesion. Daily reflection strengthens metacognition, thinking about your thinking. It allows the brain to spot patterns, identify errors, and consciously guide behavior toward meaningful outcomes. Mindful breathing stimulates the vagus nerve, lowering cortisol and enhancing clarity. Physiological calm supports rational thinking and resilience under pressure, critical for peak performance. Success grows from deliberate practice paired with feedback. The brain adapts synapses most efficiently when effort is focused, errors are corrected, and routines are repeated consistently. Spiritual practices like meditation or prayer activate prefrontal limbic networks. These practices promote empathy, gratitude, and a sense of purpose, higher order traits linked with long-term achievement. Visualization plus emotion embeds goals deeply in the subconscious. The amygdala associates positive feeling with desired outcomes, enhancing motivation and accelerating progress toward them. Neuroplasticity allows you to recover from setbacks. Each challenge, reframed as a learning opportunity, strengthens adaptive circuits, building resilience and cognitive flexibility essential for lasting success. Prioritizing deep work aligns attention networks for peak performance. Minimizing distractions and focusing fully on a single task produces higher quality output and reinforces prefrontal control. Gratitude changes brain chemistry. Regular practice enhances dopamine and serotonin levels, increasing optimism, mental energy, and the ability to pursue ambitious goals persistently. Purpose-driven goals activate the brain's reward pathways. Aligning actions with intrinsic values strengthens commitment, focus, and long-term plasticity, ensuring persistence despite obstacles. Creative thinking integrates left and right hemispheres. Brainstorming, art, or storytelling expands neural connectivity, allowing unconventional solutions and innovative approaches to complex problems. Success requires balancing cognitive and emotional intelligence. Logical analysis alone is insufficient. Integrating feeling, intuition, and empathy produces holistic decision-making that inspires and endures. Mindful presence sharpens sensory and cognitive processing. Paying attention fully to the present moment enhances learning, memory, and awareness, supporting higher-order thinking and strategic insight. Sleep consolidates not only memories but also insights. REM sleep allows subconscious processing of experiences, often revealing novel solutions to problems encountered during the day. Small daily rituals shape the brain toward success. Morning routines, gratitude, exercise, and reflection establish a predictable neural rhythm, reducing decision fatigue and enhancing sustained focus. Consistent self-observation develops self-mastery. Tracking behavior, emotion, and thought patterns engages prefrontal and cingulate networks, creating conscious control over habits and choices. Social learning shapes brain circuits. Observing mentors, peers, or role models activates mirror neurons, reinforcing skills, attitudes, and strategies that accelerate growth and achievement. Decision-making improves with awareness of cognitive biases. Recognizing heuristics like overconfidence or confirmation bias engages rational networks, preventing mistakes and fostering better outcomes. Stress management protects neural integrity. Chronic stress impairs memory and executive function. Regular meditation, exercise, or reflective practices preserve cognitive and emotional resources for success. Continuous curiosity stimulates dopamine and synaptic growth. Exploring new ideas, disciplines, or cultures strengthens adaptive neural networks, enhancing creativity and long-term problem solving. The subconscious mind stores patterns from repeated actions. Aligning habits with goals ensures that when conscious effort wanes, automatic circuits continue to drive success-oriented behavior. Visualization of obstacles prepares the brain for challenges. Mentally rehearsing solutions strengthens executive and emotional circuits, reducing fear and enhancing adaptive responses in real scenarios. Reflective journaling merges emotion, memory, and cognition. By encoding experiences consciously, the brain enhances learning, clarifies purpose, and integrates life lessons into actionable insights. Integrating mind, body, and spirit supports holistic brain performance. Exercise, mindfulness, and purpose-driven action engage multiple networks, creating balance between cognition, emotion, and intuition. Persistent effort rewires neural pathways. Each small step toward mastery strengthens circuits for focus, discipline, and resilience, demonstrating that success is built neuron by neuron, day by day. True success emerges from aligning intellect, emotion, and higher consciousness. The brain thrives when goals reflect values, habits support vision, and awareness transcends ego, enabling fulfillment and peak human potential. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found this story inspiring or helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It truly means a lot and helps me create even more powerful stories for you. Believe in yourself, keep going, and never give up. See you in the next video. And until then, keep chasing your dreams.